Hey everybody, it's your Large Badger Media. Hope everybody's having a fantastic day. We got a little bit of the old remastered today. We're going to go with some Innistrad Remastered. I've been sitting on this for a while, but I think today's the day. I did get me a collector booster just to go with it, just for fun. Set this kind of on the side here. I have a couple sets of cards over here. Maybe there's just a hair there. There we go. Helps. Maybe there we go. Good enough for government work. Alright, so without further ado, let's get into this. I have opened a little bit of this product with kind of limited luck. So we'll kind of see. This is kind of a limited buy product for me. There's just nothing in here. I mean, I pulled a Markov already. So a couple actually. So I'm in good shape with those. I'll just be interested to see, if we get something cool or crazy in there. But it's nothing I'm just like getting, crazy to get in here. We'll get what we get, and that'll be fine. But I'm kind of like whatever on this. It's gonna be fun, and I would like to see it. If I pulled some more crazy stuff, some more Markov, some more whatever, I'm not gonna complain. But I'm actually already happy with what I've gotten here, just out of the stuff that I pulled. So I don't think this had a pre-release or anything wacky like that. I don't know. I guess you need to go over here out of the way. There we go. All right. So without further ado, we'll get into this. These are, I think these are all Japanese printed. Nope, these are United States printed. So there you go. So we'll have to get down to the bottom for the business, which is fine. Alright, without further ado, I'm going to get rolling here. I'm not going to spend a ton of time on commons and uncommons, as per normal. Just more time getting my little space here set up. So then we'll get in. We got 3. And here we go. Well, I guess we have a 4th uncommon there. And then our first rare is I think this is some kind of slot. There's the Overcharged Amalgam. And then our retro spot, this time with a retro, what is this, Abyssinian Priest, and then uncommon Markov Walker, and a cool Island and Human Soldier Clue. So, I've noticed this before, but I think it's worth saying again. I do like how the tokens are all double-sided now. It's super helpful. I don't know, what happened before, why I didn't think of that, but, hey, I'm glad we got on the ball with that, and now we are. Really, honestly, the best way to do that. Alright, we got the Blood Tithe Harvester, Red Black Vampire, Slayer of the Wicked here. Okay, a rare with the Mausoleum Wanderer. Hold on. Okay, come on, people. We gotta cooperate. Alright, there we go. And we gotta have a Travel Preparations in the retro spot. So nothing super exciting. And we'll keep on rolling. So, let's see if I can pick up the speed of this. I see people opening these things in like 13 minutes. I'm just not that cool. But we will try and fly through it as quickly as we can. I do like a little bit of suspense there. There we go. The Handwire Battlements. That's kind of cool. And then Thing in Ice. So with the retro rare there. Doubling up, and then an uncommon and a shiny mountain. So first double pack I think we pulled, and some of these retro rares fetch a good penny. So we'll see if we can get one. If we got a retro Markov, I guess that'd be all right. There's a few other things. Chalice of Life, right? And then the next rare is going to be the Maelstrom Pulse. Alright, and then a retro Biolume egg. That's what it is. I was like, what is this? It is the troll double-faced counter thing. So, just in case you weren't playing with sleeves or whatever. Alright, there's that. 2, 3 with the Howl Pack. And our rare is the Falcon Wrath Gorger, another vampire, and the Village Messenger. And a blood token. Boo-ha. Ha ha. I don't know if anybody plays any token decks. There's a lot of different token decks right now on Arena. I have a few token decks. I do like the bunny one. So I have made a couple of those. So if you've played me with the bunny deck, sorry about that. There's the Mayor of Haverbrook. Always think of that Simpsons episode where you got the Mayor of Haverbrook. Reminds me of the same thing for whatever reason. I know it's not the same thing, but that's what it makes me think of. So, the Mayor of Haverbrook. Wonder what he allowed the monorail. So here we go. We're going to keep it moving here. Alright, and we're going to have a rare. Alright, a Restoration Angel in the extended art. That looks cool, and this is a cool card. I'd forgotten this was in here. Alright, Silent Departure. Subjugator Angel. And the old Demon Human Cleric. Sometimes one can lead to the other one, right? Now there's whatever card that turns from a double-faced token there. Not going to be trolled again. So what is your favorite card down here? I mean, there's Angel's Tomb. I don't remember this card at all, but there it is. Alright, and we're going to get Shipwreck Marsh. So these aren't the best lands on Big Money Lands. They've been printed quite a bit, but there's the Demonic Taskmaster. That's what they call me at work sometimes. I kind of run my department where I work, and so I try not to be the Demonic Taskmaster, but, if you're already working and things need to be done and I have to add another task, it doesn't come from me, I promise. So here we go. Triskaidekaphobia. Kind of wanted one of these. I don't think I had one of these before, so it's kind of cool. Oh, another land, the Overgrown Farmland, and the Restless Bloodseeker. So we're gearing up on finishing up this first column here. I've got another troll card. Yep. I don't understand why they put them in here. Well, I mean, I do sort of, but it makes sense that they would put them in with the, in like the pre-release kits things. I guess maybe because there's not pre-releases in these, so they're kind of forced to them here. All right, here we go with our rare Mass Hysteria. All creatures have haste, not just your creatures. All creatures. And there's the Duskwatch Recruiter from Old School, from the Midnight Hunt / Crimson Vow style artwork. Man, seem to be getting a lot of these. Holy smokes. Do we need that many double-faced tokens? Maybe I got the double-faced token box. Alright, Blood Mist into our rare with Odric, the Lunarch Marshal. It's a cool looking card. And then we got the Ghoul Tree, the 10/10 Zombie Treefolk. So there you have it, is uncommon there. And then our last pack out of the first column. Let's see what we can pull here if we're going to get anything exciting. The Soul Cipher, okay, to another reward, the Hopeful Initiate. And Lisa in the retro border. That's a cool one. I like Lisa. So that's a cool pull. I appreciate that. And okay, alright. And a foil one with another Falconwrath Gorger for a rare there. To our Swamp and Zombie token. So, not the most awesome foil rare, but that's cool. I'm glad to have it there. Still no Mythics, which is crazy. I don't know if they're going back into old... I can't remember on these boxes if they're going back into old school... pull rates on these. I didn't see a lot of these boxes opened online, to be honest with you, so there's that. Alright, hey, so there we go, so we get the double. So Temporal Mastery is our first one here. Take an extra turn with a Miracle, and a rare Retro Border Mass Hysteria to go with our other one there. So there you go, Lightning Mauler, and our foil there. So there you have it. Pretty good on that as we go to dig into our middle column there. Gonna get another double-faced token there. Alright. Cathar's Call. And then we got the Restless Bloodseeker and our Mythic. Second Mythic there. Okay, Through the Breach. think this is a pretty decent mythic, if I remember right. And then Sever the Bloodline for uncommon forest. Uh-oh. Got that one glued down good. There we go. Alright, it's a blazing torch. Then we get to a rare. Distended Mindbender. That doesn't sound like something I want to mess with. Okay, and a Collective Brutality. And then our retro is going to be a Village Rites. Okay. This card's been reprinted a couple times, but it is a good card nonetheless. It lets you, attack the creature and draw 2 cards. I mean, for 1, that's not too bad. There's a couple other cards that do that too. So if you're playing with those aforementioned token decks, those work pretty well. The lure for those is deadly. And we're going to a rare. Alright, with the Sundown Pass. So this is our 3rd one of these. And the Nebelgast Herald. And there we go for the foil rare with the Cryptolith Rite. This is a good card right here. This is kind of like that Enduring Vitality, I think is what it is. The green Enduring from Duskmourn. That lets all of your creatures tap to do any kind of mana. So this is like that, except it's an enchantment, which I guess, the Duskmourn creature can also be an enchantment. But I think he's 4 to get out, maybe 3. So, but you do get a creature, right? It's like a 3/3. So, or maybe a 4/3. I can't remember exactly what his PD is. Alright, got the Recruiter. And we're going to go to our next rare. Another land with the Dreamroot Cascade. And a Retro Ancestral Inger. So rolling along here. So we got 2 mythics. Lots of rares. We're not doing too badly on those at all. And, this is the last set that has 36 packs in it of these play boosters. So, if you weren't aware of that, the new stuff that just came out, the Ether Drift. Okay, here we go. Next mythic. We got, hey, Chandra, Dressed to Kill. This is a good card right here. I needed one of these, so there it is right there. And there's Collective Brutality for our rare. And retro is going to be a Wandering Mind. So that's good. I needed another Chandra, so that was a decent pull right there. I'm happy about that. Definitely happy about that one right there. Needed a Chandra and a little bit of excitement there to kind of give me a little spicy beef. I'm getting just regular beef, so need a little bit of spicy beef. Next rare is a Bedlam Reveler. The retro Think Twice. And that's that on that. So I've pulled, I think, 4 of the lands. I think I pulled 4 different lands on top of that. So I'm not getting repetitive lands, but... And I like to play with those. Like, those work pretty well when you play, arena and stuff. If you can get them out at the beginning, you don't, you get them untapped. So that's always helpful. Alright, there's the Demon Male Haubrek, Laboratory Maniac, into our rare. So we got the Voldaren Bloodcaster for another Vampire Wizard. Into our Lightning Axe. So, oh, look, I didn't even know it was reprinted, so there's an old school reprint there for you. Good old Lightning Axe. I think that's out of, oh shoot, what's it called? Not Cold Snap, the one before that. The one from 96. Ice something or another. Wow, can't even remember what is this. Ice Ages. There we go. Whew. Holy smokes. That was, fun fact, that was actually the first box I ever bought was an Ice Ages box. Back a million years ago. Well, there's the Stitcher's Graft. And the Neglected Heirloom for our uncommon there. That's a spicy looking vampire. And we're kind of coming down to the end of this middle column. Just a couple more packs to go here. Alright, here we go. Indulgent Aristocat. A Young Wolf in the extended borderless art or whatever. And then our rare is Tamiyo's Journal. I think this is a reprint, if I remember correctly. And a Wretched Griff in our retro border, our retro spot there. Alright, a couple more. So I get another troll card. Man, I'm gonna have to count how many of those I've gotten. I've gotten a whole bunch of those. Holy smokes. There's the Groundskeeper Willie. Another uncommon with a Smoldering Werewolf. And our rare. Okay, another Lisa. We got the one in the retro. So here's the regular art one. And our retro is a Blade Stitch Scab. Hey, alright, there we go. Extended art foil Spell Queller. Not the most exciting one, but that's cool. I like these. So we're going to make a little bit of room here. Going to move this whole column of cards down and over. We can have one more column there for our rares. Since we do seem to be doing pretty good on these. So we'll keep it up, see what we got here. Here's Ulrich's Kindred, the Apparent Researcher, into our Cathar's Crusade. Alright, this is a good card. I like this card. It's a little expensive, but it's a good card. Alright, and nothing happening there in our last couple slots. So here we go in our last column. Let's see if we can get the beef here. We still, need another Eddie money or two. The Compelling Deterrence, and here we go to our rare with the Vexing Devil. And a retro Join the Dance. So nothing happening over there. It's a cool art card though. Still got a lot of packs to pull, so we'll see when we get a full 36. So we're down to about, I guess, 11 here. I like the picture of that wolf on that token there. Slayer of the Wicked. That's a good actual card for a soldier card. That's the Eldritch Evolution. And our retro is a Memory Deluge. Rare, and then our foil is foily. And that's a double wolf token. So, interesting, got a green wolf on one side and a black wolf on the other side. It's wolfy. Wolf cubed. Sorry, wolf squared. I guess if it's three-sided. That would be something, huh? Three-sided card. That'll be the next thing, right? They got those ones that are double already, right? We have two different spells on them, and you have the rooms and stuff like that. Okay, here we go. Haunted Ridge. I think this is the last one that we were missing. So there it is. And there's the Abundant Maw. Nobody should talk about their parents like that, but there we are. What? That's a different spelling of that word? Gotcha. Alright, here we go. Into this last set. Got the Arc Ghoul of Thraben into our rare with the Skursdag High Priest. And a retro Balefire Dragon in the retro. There's another Mythic. We'll definitely take that into a Traveler's Amulet. Okay, not a bad little artifact. There we go. Hadn't seen that one either. I didn't even know that was in this set either. I know it's just a common and nothing exciting, but I just hadn't seen it. So there you go. Here's the Town Gossipmonger into our rare. Another Rockfall Veil. I can't speak. If I keep practicing, I'll get it. These words someday. Hey, and a Rooftop Storm. This is also a good spell to have right here. If you can, trick this out, right? Have a Dark Ritual or something. That's a good one to get out. Start spitting those zombies out. So, definitely a good pull on that. Alright, here we go. We got a lot of good pulls on this. This has not been bad as far as pull rate. I'm not complaining about this at all. There's the Neglected Heirloom, and then let's see what our next one is. We're going to have a rare. We're going to have Collective Defiance. And our retro is going to be Crawling from the Cellar. Where you go with your bad self? Crawl on up from that cellar. Alright, another troll token there. I think I passed by a Faithless Looting again. Oh, there's Lightning Axe again. Cynthia Masquerade into our rare with the Captivating Vampire. This is also a good vampire like him. And our next rare is the Handwired Garrison. Again, I think this is a repeat on that one. With our Grizzled Angler there. Pulling up in the back side. Well, we're kind of running out of room, and we still got a handful of packs here. So there's a vampire blood token. Makes sense. That tracks. Alright. Wow. Throwing stuff. Alright, there's our rare. The Cryptolith right again. We got one in foil a minute ago, and then the Ulvenwald Mysteries and the E. Edgar's Awakening there. We need to awaken Edgar in this box. We're getting down to just the last few. I think getting an Edgar would set this box over the top. It's been pretty decent, to be honest. Have we reached box value on it? Probably not. Here's, I swear, my first signed art card in this set. Alright, there's the Demonic Taskmaster. Not me. We've already talked about that. Here's our rare with Conjurer's Closet. The retro Grapple with the Past and a Sanitarium Skeleton. So yeah, we're down to about 3 more packs. If Edgar's going to awaken, he's going to need to awaken pretty soon. Troll card there. So here we go, with a clear shot at getting him. Here he is awakening again. With our rare. Oh, wow. The Decimator of Provinces. I hadn't seen this one. An Eldrazi Bear. A Boar, I'm sorry. And then a Mythic. There he is. In the showcase Fang art. There's our Edgar. I knew he was trying to awaken. I'm glad he made it. Here's Blood Mist again in the retro. And then there's the Laboratory Maniac. And I don't know if he's a maniac for love or not, but he is a maniac. I'm a maniac for love. Tomorrow is Valentine's Day, so, you know, it tracks, right? Okay, enough of that kind of silliness. The silliness. Alright, here we go. There's the Fiend Hunter. Not the Friend Hunter, that's a different guy. Into our rare with Bruna. The Fading Light. Excellent card right there. And she melds the Gisela, so if you have one of her. I don't have a Gisela, but if we got one here, that would be okay. I would definitely take it. But instead we need a couple. Alright, here we go. Last pack magic for this box. Let's see what we can pull. And get some juice out of here. One more last little bit of steak. Maybe a fajita. There's the Honeymoon Hearse. The Cryptolith Fragment. And it's going to be a mythic to go for the road. And it's Gristlebrand. I forgot about him. Alright, cool. We got all the big mythic nasties, and then our retro card is going to be aiming high, but not quite there. Alright, so there we go. There's the box. I'm going to make just a little bit of room here. And see what kind of juice we can pull in our one little collector pack here that I got. And this one is Japanese. So I'm going to do the card trick here. 1, 4, 5. Got something there. Juicy. Let's see. We got the Wild Hunger in the retro. The Cathar Commando. We'll just stick them over there in their respective spots. Alright, there's some of these. And some of those. Another Commando. And my Tree Folk. Alright, and our pack is going to be a Thermo Alchemist. There's our retro uncommon. And here we go. We got Odric, the Leonard Marshall. Got Sagrada, Host of Herons. Okay, another good mythic. And the retro art there. Cool, we got Cathar's Crusade. That's cool. And the poster art, not bad for a one-pack snipe, right? And here we go, with the Bloodline Keeper in the showcase foil. Sweet. I like this card. Man, I've been playing with my old one from Innistrad for a while. But that's awesome right there. So I will definitely take it. And I swear to you, that's my second one of those I pulled. So, no cereal card in this, but that's okay. I ate cereal last night for dinner, so there you go. Alright, thanks for coming along. I know it's a long video, 24 minutes. But give me a like and a subscribe if you want to see me pull some more beef out of boxes. I have an Ether Drift box coming up soon. And I'll see you in the next one. Give me a like and a subscribe. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you really think. Until next time.